Now there is a new topic, that is, the topic is voltage sensitivity of a voltmeter. So firstly, the voltmeter scale is calibrated to read the voltage values easily. So let us see how. This is a voltmeter and it has a scale from 0 to the 10, and it has been graduated or calibrated. So the range of this scale is 0 to 10 volt, and the least count of this scale is least count, that is 2 volt has been divided in 10 division. So the least count is 2 volt by 10 is equal to 0.2 volt. 2 volt by 10. Now let us see the definition of voltage sensitivity. So the voltage sensitivity is defined as the deflection per unit voltage. So this we get from the equation K phi equal to NIAV, which we already know. So from this we get the deflection phi equal to NAV upon K into I. So now the deflection per unit voltage is NAB upon K into I upon V. So which we get NAB upon K. Now the I upon V is 1 upon R. I upon V is equal to 1 upon R. So therefore we get the voltage sensitivity equal to NAB upon K into 1 upon R. This is a question of voltage sensitivity. This question is that if the number of turns of the coil are doubled, does it affects the current sensitivity of the device? The answer is yes, it affects the current sensitivity of the device, and the current sensitivity gets doubled. And the B part is, does it affect the voltage sensitivity of the device? The answer is no, the voltage sensitivity remains same. So in respect of this question and answer, the hint is that here the N gets doubled and here the R also gets doubled. R is the resistance of the coil, because the resistance is proportional to the length of the conductor. But the complete explanation is like this, that if N gets doubled, then the voltage sensitivity gets doubled. This is because the voltage sensitivity, it depends on N. Now the other way around, we can think that if N gets doubled, the deflection gets doubled, but the current remains unchanged. Once again, if N gets doubled, then deflection gets doubled, current remain unchanged, as the current sensitivity doubles. But now here, if the N gets doubled, R gets doubled, R also gets doubled. So therefore, the N gets doubled, R gets doubled, therefore the voltage sensitivity remains unchanged. But the other way of thinking is that if N gets doubled, the deflection gets doubled. If deflection gets doubled, but the same way, if N gets doubled, the potential difference across the coil also gets doubled, but the current remains unchanged. So potential difference becomes double and deflection becomes double. So the voltage sensitivity remains unchanged. This is a numerical practice question, and in this question there is a circuit shown below. and the current is to be measured. So a circuit is shown below here. In this circuit, there is an ammeter. This is the ammeter. It is a resistor of 3 ohm and it is a cell or battery of 3 volt. So this is the circuit given here. Find the value of current. We have to find the value of current. If the ammeter shown, so in the first part is a galvanometer with a resistance of 60 ohm. So we will find this solution on the whiteboard. So let us see that. Now on the whiteboard, this is again the circuit, the resistor, the battery, the ammeter, and this is the first part A, that the ammeter shown is a galvanometer. Now the solution to this is, it is a galvanometer of 60 ohm, therefore the current is I equal to the resistor R plus the galvanometer resistance. That means 3 plus 60. 3 is plus 60. So that makes 63. So the answer is 0.048 ampere. 3 by 63. So the current measured is like this. So here is an important thing to see, that this 60 ohm is added. That is of galvanometer. Now similarly, let us see that the part B. In the B part, it is a galvanometer described in but converted into an ammeter. So here this is a galvanometer converted into an ammeter by a shunt resistance of 0.02 ohm. B part, we'll see it again on the whiteboard. So here is the B part, that a galvanometer is converted into an ammeter by connecting a shunt resistance of 0.02 ohm. So the resistance of the galvanometer converted into an ammeter, it is Rg Rs upon Rg plus Rs. So it is value putting 60 into 0.02, 60 plus 0.02, and this 60 plus 0.02, this cancels with 60, approximately it is 0.02 ohm. Hence, now current I is equal to V upon this value, yes, R plus 0.02, because this resistance is 0.02. R plus 0.02, so that makes 3 upon 3.002, approximately 0.99 ampere. Here carefully you think about the changes in the current measurement. When we use ammeter, the current measurement becomes nearly 1 ampere. So now in the C part, it is an ideal ammeter with zero resistance. Let us see again on the whiteboard. So C part, it is an ideal ammeter. So the solution is that it is given that the resistance of ideal ammeter is 0. So the resistance, this resistance is 0. No resistance is this. So only 3 ohm is there and 3 volt is there. So the current measurement is 1 ampere. And therefore we can say that the ideal measurement of the current is done by an ideal ammeter. This conclusion is about the modifications needed for conversion of a galvanometer into an ammeter and conversion into a voltmeter. So what are the modifications needed? Let us see it on the whiteboard. So on the whiteboard we have two diagrams. In the first one, there is a galvanometer and it is in series with a resistor R. It is a high resistance. So a high resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer. That makes a voltmeter. Ig is the maximum amount of the current that passes through the galvanometer. So galvanometer gives the full scale deflection for this maximum current. So the total resistance of voltmeter is the series resistance of voltmeter Rg plus high resistance R. So this is the modification for a galvanometer into a voltmeter. Now galvanometer into an ammeter. The modification is this is a galvanometer and this is a shunt, small resistance, and it is connected in parallel with the galvanometer coil. Now when current I passes through the combination, only Ig amount of the current goes through the galvanometer to give full scale deflection for a measurement of I current. So it works as a ammeter range of 0 to I ampere, and therefore the remaining amount of the extra current I minus Ig that passes through the shunt, and the resistance of the ammeter therefore calculated by the parallel formula is approximately Rs. I hope you understood the difference in the modification. So therefore there is compulsorily some modifications are different for the two. Thank you one and all.